So if we go on the Gold Coast Hinterland walk, this is a 54k walk over 3 days, 2 nights in the Gold Coast Hinterland of Queensland. I'm going to do a little bit of extensions on it, so it should end up being closer to 60k's. See some waterfalls, check those out. So the Gold Coast Hinterland track on the first day will run along a ridgeline that is the border of New South Wales and Victoria. So we're hoping to get some really good views from that. But it also drops down into some valleys if we want to do the alternates. And down into those valleys we will see a bunch of waterfalls. It is dry season, so they're probably not as flowing as well as they could be, but I'd rather be walking in the dry season. In winter, it's about 6 degrees at the moment, 6 degrees Celsius. Rather be walking now than in the absolute heat of summer, that's for sure. Look at this massive tree. Okay, so this is the point where you have the choice whether you want to do this alternate down here or if you want to go the regular way and do the 9.7. But I'm going to do the alternate because I might never come here again. So I might as well go down this way and have a look at the waterfalls and see what they're like, even if they're maybe not flowing the best in the dry season. Let's go and check them out. They say this trail is poorly signposted. I would not agree so far. It's been very adequately signposted. As you can see, there are plentiful signs at the moment. I don't know about the rest of it, but at the moment there are a lot of signs. So we're 5.5 k's in and climbing out of the valley where the waterfalls are. And it's actually a really nice, pretty easy climb. Trails, very easy to walk. It's a bit dark because we're in the canopy and the sun hasn't quite come over the mountains yet. But there's switchbacks, lots and lots of switchbacks. So this climb out of here is actually pretty easy. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't really want to do the alternates because I don't want to do the climb, climb's all right. Don't let that stop you because it's actually very pretty. The trail's good, signage is good, switchbacks make it easy, so make sure you do it. Beautiful waterfall after beautiful waterfall after beautiful waterfall. Alright, Taluna Falls behind me. The climb got a little bit steeper, but still amazing switchbacks the whole way up. Waterfall after waterfall. It's a really good part of the walk. Taluna Falls is, what's that taken me? 8.11 k's to get here. So, not that bad at all. Really, really nice. Definitely recommend coming up this way. It's a little muddy in places, but not too bad in the dry season like I'm doing it. After 10.5 k's I made it to the top of the ridge and there is 13.8 according to the sign to get to Binnabar, which is pretty good. It's a bit hard to see, but we've got the view starting to the side here. There's a little bit of a long climb at the end there, but so many beautiful waterfalls. Like easy trail, but had to be like 6k of uphill. So after a while you're like, yep, all right, yep, still going up. And here should be the lookout that I was looking for to stop and have my first break of the day. Let's have a look. Hopefully there's a bench. Let's have a look. Not so much there. Over here. What is this? Area closed for regeneration. Okay, fair enough. No bench. That's okay, I got the map. Let's have a look. Wow, feel the warmth change. That's amazing. Yeah, that's pretty nice. You can see the ocean out there. That is pretty nice. We're going to walk along that ridge line there to the left for the rest of the next couple of hours, I reckon, hour or two. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Let's have a break. That's a beautiful walk up through the valley there. Just wonderful, you know, like waterfall after waterfall after waterfall, beautiful rainforest, really good. Like if you don't want to do the alternate, don't do it. Don't feel guilty, but it was really good. It was very, just stunning, picturesque, amazing. I would highly recommend it. Eat some jerky, drink some drink, then head on. All right, so this is the edge. Let's have a look. Whew, that is a drop. Oh my God, that's a drop. I was thinking I wouldn't come up to Mount Merino, and I was worried that it would be a bit of a bust. You know, not a good view, too many trees. But you know what? This is kind of not bad. This is kind of pretty good. Oh my God, that's a drop though. I do not have a problem with heights, but that is a long way down. That would be game over right there. So is it worth coming up to Mount Merino for the look? Absolutely. So not quite as good as Mount Merino, but I mean, there's still a pretty good drop down there, isn't there? You can see where I'm standing right here. Nice. Very pretty. Beautiful even. The Cello Lookout, if that's how you pronounce it. Probably one of the less spectacular ones after doing Merino and whatever the next one was. I'm going to do the Mount Howitt loop, so it's a bit hard to see, but through there is Mount Howitt. I'm going to climb that in a minute and then go around that way. I decided against doing the other waterfall route because I've seen the waterfalls and I wanted to do the mountain instead. There's a lot of side trails. I've already done 17.8 k's. Probably have close to 10 still to go. It's a great walk. I'm really enjoying it. So, should you climb uphill a long way out of your route instead of going to see the waterfalls that you could have seen on the other alternate to get up to the top of Mount Hobwee to see this? Well, I'll let you make your own choice. I mean, but clearly the answer is no. No, you don't. Should have done the waterfalls. I was hoping to get a better view from up here. You know, maybe even a 360 view, but that's about as good as it gets. It's probably a reason the trail is so overgrown. Well, I've been walking for 20 k's. I had a break at just past 10, so I think I'll have another break now. So I'm racing along here from Mount Hobwee, trying to make it before it gets too dark and too cold, because even though it's only about 2 o'clock, the temperature is quite cool and you can see how dark it is. The camera's having to operate in low light mode, which is what it's actually been doing for large chunks of the day. So no idea what the quality of this footage will be. Could be grainy, could be fine, who knows. But I'm trying to motor along because I want to get there at least by 4:30, so I have time to set up the tent and everything before it gets freezing cold. So overnight I can just get in my sleeping bag and not freeze my ass off would be good. And okay to go, and the trail has just been a pretty beautiful, easy walking trail. Headed to Binnaburra in the end of day one. It's quite a cosy, full little campground. So they give the impression with the map that it's really big, but it's actually super packed in. Alright, here we are all set up on a swag campground. I am going to have some food and then I'm going to call it a day even though it's 4:11. But I made it to Binnaburra. Day one done, 30 Ks that was. So quite a significant walk. Well everyone, we start with a bit of a disaster today on day two. That is the trail there. And unfortunately, due to the cyclones, it is still closed. They reckon they're going to open it in August next month, but at the moment it's still totally closed. So I could just be an idiot and push past that danger area closed to the public sign and do it, but I'm not going to do that. So unfortunately for me, I'm going to miss out on the best views of the walk today. There's a couple like really good views. I'm sure if you've seen some other videos, you would have seen them like looking out across the valley. Instead, I'm going to have to go down the road there for quite a while and then cut off, and it's going to get rid of, when I cut off, it's going to get rid of all the good views. Stupidly, I even checked for trail closures. I looked everywhere, you know, but what I didn't do was look for different names. I got the closure website up, right, and I looked down and went, oh yeah, it doesn't say the Great Walk in the Binnaburra section. But what it did say was like the names of the little walks that connect onto the Great Walk. And I didn't keep scrolling down right to the very bottom where there's a little asterisk and it says, oh, by the way, the Great Walk's closed. That's okay, we'll just go down here. I've seen some good views already this time. And we'll enjoy walking down this somewhat dangerous, no footpath having trail until we eventually get, oh look, there's a car coming already, I think. Yep, until we eventually get to where we need to go. So I've been thinking, because I'm doing this alternate, I'm going to end up cutting out quite a few Ks off today's trail. And I'm thinking, wow, so will it be like 15 Ks? We'll have to see. I couldn't, quite calculate it myself just on the paper map. But cutting out this section might mean that I arrive at the next campground like really early. And then I'm thinking, well, if I get there like at 12 o'clock, like lunchtime, and there's only 10 more Ks to go after that, do I do it? Like 10 Ks, it's apparently quite steep. It'll only be 25 Ks for the day if it was 15 Ks, if that happened. Do I do it? Do I crush it into 2 days? Kind of thinking I might. Well, I do get some view. Almost looks like a cloud inversion down there, but I think it's all just mist. But what is really bad is it is one lane for the next 350 meters. That's a death trap. Wish me well. Beautiful views down into the valley. And then back to Death Trap Road. Oh my God. I've been passed by one vehicle already, but he was going about the 40 that you'd hope he would. Gave me a little finger wave. Oh my God. All right, end one lane. Okay, phew. If I can just get around this corner here, I might even pick up the pace a bit. I thought I heard a car coming. Oh, gotta get that view though. Wow, that's spectacular. I wish I'd got the proper views, because look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Back on trail now. So we lost out on some of those amazing views, though. I was super happy to get that one from the road there. That was just stunning. And now we're going to wander down through this valley and to past the correctional facility, and then out onto a road walk for like 5k road walk before we turn right and head uphill towards the campground. Okay, 8.5 k's in, and we've made it to the road. Now, I reckon that would be longer if you'd done the regular and hadn't had to do the alternate that I had to do. But now I believe we've got about a 5k walk along here before we turn right and go up into the national park, and then we'll see how we go. It's a bit of a busy day because it's a Sunday and there are a lot of people out enjoying the road, it seems. It's about 9 o'clock now, so everyone's out and about. I think this is going to kind of be fun too, to be honest. Kind of, you know, country road, walking along next to a river, dodging fast-moving traffic. What more could you want? Okay, so this is Nerang River. The path takes you down here, and I thought there would be a crossing point, but there's not. You have to wade. I tried going down to the left where there's actually a little rock wall you could walk across really easily, but the underbrush is way too thick and there's no path on the other side. You can see the arrow through there, or maybe you can with the sun telling you to go up the hill there. So this is it. Or you can try and cross the 2-lane bridge with no pedestrian walkway on it and get killed. So wet shoes it is. Mid-calf soaking. So not too bad. I mean, I guess it's up to there. So you wouldn't want to do that if the water was much higher. Oh well, still some adventure. And here is perhaps the greatest tragedy. This is the Sawmill Cafe, and it is closed. Saturday and Sunday. It's supposed to be open, but I think it is listed as temporarily closed. There's no one in there. All the chairs are packed up. That sucks. So I made it to the School of the Arts building, which you can probably see behind me there. Try not to get the absolute sun in the lens. That wasn't 5k's, that was about almost 4k's of walking. The trail goes up the hill right over there. So I'm just taking a seat on whatever this water tank is in front of the toilet. I'm going to have a bit of food and then I'm going to head up that hill. It was a very nice walk along there. It's actually not bad at all. A bit loud with the traffic, but it is Sunday. Just wish that cafe had been open. So that's 4 hours and 52 minutes worth of travel. I've covered 17.84 k's. So I've probably shaved off somewhere in the order of like 3 to 4 k's by not doing the proper route because I had to do that alternate. And it is currently 11:45. Wow, it took me a full 30 minutes to climb up from there. That last bit of the hill, that was pretty brutal. But still, 11:45. I'm not camping at 11:45. I can make it out in that time. So my advice would be, get up late at Binnaburra, go to the tea house, it opens at 8, 8:30, something like that. Have a nice like breakfast there and then set off a bit later because you'll get here in like 5, 6 hours. So if you leave about 9, 10 o'clock, you'll make it here in enough time to make it seem like it's worthwhile to camp here. Otherwise, I'd kind of plan on going all the way today because, unless you're the kind of person that likes camping at 12 o'clock, might as well do the last 10 Ks, right? It's a minute before 12. I'm at 17.92 Ks for the day. There are 10.2, 10.3, something like that, Ks to go. Why do I do this to myself? 800 steps or so in a minute. I'm going to count them. We'll see how we go. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 28, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 290, 1, 2, 3, 4. 294, and still going. 474, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 480, 481, 42. Dang, 482 so far. It's still pretty. And we've come up a long way. 640, 640, 1, 2, 2. Yep. 786, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 800. What does this say? "77 floors." Yep, 400 meters. 900 stairs. Oh, 900. I've got 100 to go. Oh my God. Well, by my count, that was 818 steps, though I think I missed one or two there, or maybe double counted. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. That was pretty easy in the end. Piece of cake. I want to go home. No more. You can see this forest has been logged. I don't know if you can quite make it out there, but there are kind of rectangular chips into the side of the tree. That's where the old-timey loggers would have chipped in to jam their board in so they could stand on it. He obviously climbed up to 2 so they could saw through a bit higher up. Whenever you walk through the old forests of Australia, you can see like old stumps like this. How much did we lose? Hey? A lot. That's it. Springbrook Falls. That's pretty good, isn't it? What a worthy ending to the trip. Now I just got to climb up to the top. Never enough robe on.